I'm Todd Melby, and this is The Drunk Projectionist.
Oh, wow. I'm Kelly Reichardt. I'm a filmmaker, sober.
Director Kelly Reichardt's films often center on the lives of women. She's probably best known for Meek's Cutoff, a western about settlers crossing the Oregon Desert, and Wendy and Lucy, a story about a woman and her lost dog. Both films starred Michelle Williams.
Have you seen my dog?
Not since I saw you, nope.
In that 2008 movie, Williams' character has pretty much only three things to her name: a beater car, that lost dog, and a notebook, which she uses to carefully tally how little money she has left. The same might be said of Reichardt. An early film of hers cost just $100,000 to make. Wendy and Lucy cost $300,000. She saves money on shoots by using small crews and shooting outdoors whenever possible. In Wendy and Lucy, she illuminated a single night scene with artificial light.
Just took us forever to set up that one light. I just get mad if I think about it.
A quick note about Certain Women. It's her most recent film. It centers on the intersecting lives of four Montana women, portrayed by Kristen Stewart, Michelle Williams, Lily Gladstone, and Laura Dern. Actor Jared Harris also appears in the movie.
Not another word.
You can't talk like that.
Never mind.
There's one more thing you need to know about Reichardt. She really, really likes trains. Let's talk about your movies.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Maybe we could talk about a couple of specific scenes. We'll start with Wendy and Lucy, scenes that maybe
Let's test my memory.
that you particularly like when you were done, or that you think were pivotal.
Things that I liked. I was happy with the sound design in that film, and that was the first time I sort of started working with using sounds out, that sort of would work as score, but without being actually music. In that case, the film was based on John's story was called Train Choir, and the script was called Wendy and Lucy, and the film was called Wendy and Lucy. But I did use the idea of the train choir for the sound design, and used trains kind of in place of where there would have otherwise been score.
Come on back, girl. Oh, where'd you go?
And for somebody who hasn't seen the movie, the film starts with a rail yard.
Oh, that's right. That's true. Oh, yeah. That's true. And Certain Women starts with a train. Ah, see where you're going now. Yeah. Okay. One trick pony. I get it. And I have to say, in both of those films, the new film and in Wendy and Lucy, working with Leslie Schatz, the sound mixer who also mixes films for Gus Van Sant and mixed Paranoid Park. He was the sound designer on those films, and we stole train sounds from Gus's film that were Paranoid Park trains for both those movies. So, yeah. There's another money-saving tip. Steal sounds from other filmmakers.
And so tell me more about the sound design for Wendy and Lucy with trains. It did take place near the tracks, and so you were just thinking... It
did. There's trains everywhere. Well, really, almost anywhere you are, if you start to listen, there's trains. I rarely stay anywhere that I don't eventually hear a train. But yeah, so recording trains is kind of difficult, actually.
And why?
Well, they come and they go. They come right at you, and they're so loud, and then to get a good train sound is you have a good sound recordist when you capture a good train sound. train's very musical, and you can use it, for an idea when you're playing with distance. And certain women, some of the women live in the Laura Dern story takes place right downtown, and then there's another story with Michelle Williams that happens a little more outside of town, and then way out of town is the Lily Gladstone, Kristen Stewart story, and so the trains get further away and kind of remind you where you are or aren't, and so and they can be, you can sort of play with them in a lot of different ways.
Hey, is this an insane thing to be doing?
How are you doing that here, Tommy?
I love the sound of a train. I find nothing more comforting than when I was writing Wendy and Lucy, I was staying in North Carolina in a friend's garage apartment. And the people that lived nearby were friends with a train conductor. And when he would go by the area, he would do a special song on the train, especially for his friends that live near the train track that I could hear. And so, which I found out about because I was like, wow, your train sounds are unbelievable. And then someone hit me to that was actually a special hello. The train people don't like you near the tracks. That's what I've found.
Yes.
Like we've been run off quite a lot by the train people, especially the freight trains. They don't keep a schedule, and they don't want you to know what time the trains are running on purpose. And so there's a day or two on each of these films where there's train shots. In Wendy and Lucy, we were trying to get that last shot of Michelle on the train. Like at the end of each day, we'd go down to the train and try to get her on a moving train. And it happened on the last day. It was really down to it. And we had decided, well, we'll do the shot and the train's just not going to be moving. And so we got her on the train and we got the camera on the train. This is all illegal. You're not allowed to be on the train. And then the train started moving. And so then we hopped off the train, set up the camera, and filmed her jumping on the train. I mean, train shooting and watching for trains is always like that.
Is there symbolism with trains in you?
I don't know. Just that they're usually the characters are stuck somewhere, and there's all these trains passing in and out and on the move, and they're either emotionally stuck or physically stuck, and wherever they are. And so I guess the sound of trains coming and going has some kind of meaning to it.
Hey, have you seen my dog?
Not since I saw you, nope.
Is that fucking garage ever open?
Most days, yep.
Is there a pound around here? There's got to be a pound close by, huh?
Not too far. You all right, honey?
All right, and then natural light. I wanted to talk to you about filming in natural light. I mean, there are beautiful and scary scenes in Wendy and Lucy that are illuminated by the fire.
Yes.
One of those early scenes in the movie where she comes across the people at the
punk
fire.
Kids, yeah.
Yeah. And then there's the scene where she's sleeping outdoors on the cardboard.
Right.
And there's this guy that happens upon her, and
there's a train right down below. There is a train right down below.
Ah.
In Wendy and Lucy, we didn't have any lights until that nighttime scene, and we had one light, and it did not work that well. It was just took us forever to set up that one light. I'll just get mad if I think about it. But we were using available light for the rest of the film. And then in Meek's Cutoff, the whole idea was that there would be this insanely bright days, as it is in the high desert, and the sound of the wagon wheel and all the sound of the clunkety clunk of it's 1845 picture, and they're walking with oxen across the country carrying their carriages. It's very noisy. Everything's jangling on the and so and then night would fall, and as bright as the day is, the night is just pitch black because there's no lights anywhere. And you can actually still find that in Oregon. You can go out there and there's no light pollution from anywhere. It's actually the most amazing amount of stars you ever saw in your life. And then it would fall to dead silence.
Why don't we talk more about a specific scene from Certain Women?
Sure.
Like the few scenes with Laura Dern and Jared Harris.
Yeah.
So Laura Dern is a lawyer in Livingston, Montana, and Jared is her client who's got a head injury.
Right.
And she's told him that because he had, signed or cashed a check from the company, that he can't go ahead and sue the company.
Right. He gets hurt on the job, and he takes a quick settlement because he's in need of money. And so he's trying to file a tort claim, but he can't. He didn't realize that he was sort of signing all his options away when he took the sort of first money, which he needed just for his mortgage or whatever. So he's quite disgruntled, as he should be. So that's her, that's sort of her cross to bear in the film.
Friday at noon.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
Good work. So now we can prepare.
No. We don't need to prepare. We just get there and explain your situation, and that's it. Mr. Fuller, I don't want you to get your hopes up. He's going to tell you the same stuff I've been telling you. I want you to hear it from somebody else.
You want to get a coffee? So we can strategize.
I have court.
The dream, I guess, is that, people could have a different perspective on the scene because maybe they relate to one character's position more than another character's position. When I was showing the rough cuts to friends, sometimes I'd have a screening for, I had a screening just by chance for 3 of my guy friends, and they came in and they're like, oh, she's such a bitch. And then, you have a screening for your female friends, and they're like, oh, he's so exhausting. And so, I guess it's all how. So I didn't have a particular agenda for the scene. I find them, both of their situations, relatable to me. But Jared Harris is playing, he's a white man in his 50s, and he has somehow gotten to that point in his life and not realized that the system is not going to always work for you. And he is just heartbroken by it and takes it really personally, and he just kind of can't believe it. As where his lawyer, played by Laura Dern, probably found out in college that the system isn't going to, you just figure it out at a much younger age if you're any sort of minority. And so, not that she doesn't have empathy for him. He does have a real problem, but she's also sort of like, get over it. A little bit, not exactly. Her point of view kind of changes over a course of time, because at first she's just a little shut down and self-preserving of her own space.
Wish my wife would roll over on the highway.
Oh my God, I swear I will leave you right here.
The only thing left to do is get a machine gun and kill everyone.
No, you're gonna have to get out.
All right.
Out. No, you can't say those things to me.
Not another word.
You can't talk like that.
Never mind. I'll be quiet.
The thing is, when you're making a film, you're working really hard or my way at it is to not be filling in all the blanks and to just sort of keep opening the door to questions, hopefully, just that things could be interpreted differently. And then when you're putting a film out, your job is to go around and sort of say in a capsule what your movie is and what it's all about and define it in a way that you've kind of worked hard to not define while you're making it. So it's always a little bit of a trick there.
Yeah, because your movies are full of space.
Yeah.
And for people to think, I think.
Or just to sit inside it a little bit, I guess.
But there's actually more plot in this movie than some of...
It's kind of plotty, right? A little bit.
It is,
Though, I mean,
because-
people keep saying it's not plotty, but I'm like, come on, this is like as plotty as I can get. What?
As I was watching it this morning on my computer, which I hate to do, like, who knows
yeah.
that had I decided to... Like, I love going to the movies, especially at a place, not at my computer. But
Don't watch it on your computer.
I had to, because I wanted to be able to ask you some questions, right? But I'll see it tonight.
Yeah, you'll see it tonight.
Right. But anyway, I didn't want to get my second cup of coffee because I wanted to find out what happened between Lily Gladstone and Kristen Stewart, because it was that plotty, which was a good thing.
Yeah. This is a heavy heavy plot. Yeah. Yeah. There's some story going on there.
What's your fascination with the American West?
It's funny. I'm always asked that, and I guess it's maybe I don't think of it as a. I mean, It's not. I don't know what it is. I mean, it's just like anything. I guess it's more practical. I like to have a project, and I like to wake up and work on something, and I want to go away from where I live to make something. And at first I started going out to Oregon because my pal Todd Haynes had moved out there, and so I sort of followed him out there, and then I met Jonathan Raymond. And John, I made the next 4 films based on his stories. And they were all set out there. And so then I started this routine. I teach at Bard, and I drive cross country, and I go out to Oregon. And so I'm passing through, and when you're just driving cross country, like the East stinks, You just you just can't wait till you get to at least South Dakota and it opens up. You're like,
Yeah, as a person from Western North Dakota, I say that the West begins at the Missouri River.
Yeah.
So, like, if you're going through North Dakota, Bismarck is Eastern North Dakota and sort of Minnesota-ish, whereas, the real North Dakota, from my point of view, starts Mandan and further west.
I stopped going North Dakota route when the fracking kicked in because there's no place to stay and the truck traffic was so heavy. So I dropped down to the South Dakota route.
You can go back. The boom is
it's
kind of
booming.
died.
I think I will try to go back. Now my dog died, so I don't need to drive all the time. And I've done 20 trips since Old Joy, since 2005, and I'm kind of burnt out on it, to be honest. Though there's always some point where I kind of dread the drive, and then I get to that point where the road you go through Chicago traffic, and then eventually like the road splits off, and when it opens up and you're driving through Wyoming or Colorado or Montana, why you're on the drive. The drive makes sense, and you go, oh yeah, I'm away from everything. I'm in my. And coming back, even I love driving through Kansas. Like, I like Kansas. But when you leave Kansas, you are, it begins, it's Missouri you hit next, right? Something like that, right? You're in the sort of big box, if you're on the highway, if you're on the interstate. I mean, you can go out of your way, for sure. But anyway, I forgot what we were talking about. Oh, the pull to the west. Well, when I'm going to the west, it's easier than I want to stop saying good things about the West because it's so full of people now, especially Portland's become completely unaffordable since I started going there. You can't even rent a place. It's so outrageous. So I want to say that it stinks out there and that it should be avoided. And that everyone
Right.
should.
Yeah, I'm always afraid that if I tell somebody about my secret place in South
Yeah.
Dakota, that people will go there.
Where is it? Come on. I have a favorite Best Western it's just a motel, an old Best Western in South Dakota.
Well, we'll have to compare notes after
Yeah,
the microphone. Or we
yeah,
could
yeah.
do it right now.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
is yours on Highway 12 or?
No, it's right off 90, but it's just, there's nothing around it at all. And it's just flat, old motel, so you can kind of sit on the side of the highway at night.
Wow.
But you better have a cooler because there's nothing around there.
So it's before or after Rapid City?
It's, I can't remember. It's after. It's at Sundance. No, so it's before. It's like right on the state line. It's at Sundance, so it's before.
Sweet.
But then if you're heading west, if I'm just like gunning it and I'm just trying to get there, then if I live in New York City, I don't go to a Starbucks. But when you're on the road in the middle of nowhere, you like live for a Starbucks. There's a Starbucks once you head west the next town. So you can get out early and simply, and it's not some big corporate hotel. It's kind of it's a one-story old style motel, and they take dogs, and then you can get a cup of coffee in the morning.
Wow, that sounds
pretty
great.
good, right?
That sounds
Yeah.
great. My place is in Riva, South Dakota.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
where's that?
it's west near the North Dakota border.
Oh, so that's closer to 94.
Yeah, it's kind of between
Yeah.
90 and 94.
I see.
Yeah, which is why it's
Right,
so
right.
isolated.
Right, yeah.
because it's not on a major
Yeah,
highway.
don't
So-
worry. Nobody's rushing over.
Yeah,
there.
so nobody's going to rush there.
Yeah,
so there
yeah,
are just
your
beautiful.
place is fine.
You're right, but there are buttes and
Right.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's just like you can see forever.
Yeah.
Yeah, the New York Times Magazine just wrote about you, a great article which I read.
Thanks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they called you what did they call you? A Western feminist?
Something like that.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
I mean, I'm from Miami, but sure, I'll. That was nice.
So you just need some cowboy boots and
I've
then,
got them.
Oh,
No,
you got
no,
'em.
I don't have actual cowboy boots. But when I made Meek's Cutoff, the whole cowboy getup made complete sense to me. I was like, I totally get it. Like, you need some cowboy boots. There's rattlesnakes out here, and the hat makes sense. The fringe doesn't really make sense, but all the the hat and the boots and the heavy jeans because everything's prickly out there. The whole cowboy uniform. I was like, oh yeah, it's like you need that. You need all that stuff. That makes sense. But yeah,
No, you're right. All right. So that does have some practicality from back in the day.
it does.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could. All that stuff would still work, and the ranchers out there still wearing all that stuff.
They
and
are.
so if it works, so that has good reason. What was that question? Did you ask me what to wear when you go out west? No, Western feminist. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much, Kelly.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
All
Yeah.
right. Western feminist. Well, she didn't really talk about that, but we love her anyway. Reichardt says her next project will be an adaptation of a Patrick DeWitt novel. It's called Under Majordomo Minor. The book features a moody teen girl named Lucy, which of course sounds like perfect Reichardt material. Before we close out this episode, just a couple of things. One, if you like what you heard, tell a friend. Write a review in iTunes. And look for us on social media. We're on Facebook and Twitter, and we've got a clever handle. It's called Drunk on 35mm, or of course, just search for The Drunk Projectionist. And we've got a website too, so you can search for that. All right, thanks a lot for listening, and don't forget to go see a movie tonight, or very soon indeed. Bye-bye.